On today's video, I'll be giving you a walkthrough and an installation guide of how to install these little Molle panels on the inside of your Cybertruck Frunk. I'll also give you a little review and show you some clever ways I have found to utilize these as far as hangers and hooks and how to best take advantage of them. So this is going to be the third different Molle design structure that I've put into my Cybertruck. I started with the little bed divider you have here, then I have those little angled corner pieces that I have up there. I got those from Test Studio, so when I saw these pop available from Test Studio to go in the Frunk, I thought it was kind of a no-brainer. So I've again partnered with them. If you'll use my channel name, Carisma, they'll give you the maximum discount you can get, but use that when you buy it, and they'll give me in return 2% of that back that I can just put right back into making more accessory videos for the truck. So the installation is going to be very simple. You have two pieces. The part with the little rubber bumper is going to go to the outside of the truck, and it's going to go low. So you're looking to put it just like this up into the truck like so. So you're going to have two of these U-shaped brackets that are going to screw to the top of the truck, but there's nothing to screw to, so that's where you have these little T-shaped studs. They're going to slip in behind the stainless, then you're going to kind of pinch them to the truck with a little nut and washer. You're going to do this on both the top and the bottom set. Next, I recommend putting in this little bracket up in the top right corner of the truck. You have an opening right here. That's where, again, this little silver T-screw is going to go into. It'll just kind of slide in one side at a time, and from there, you're going to have to slide this hole of the bracket over top of it, but I found it best to tuck this lip underneath the truck. So I kind of tuck this underneath here and then slide the hole over that existing bolt, and then I can add the washer and nut. Getting these just finger tight for now. Then I'll go ahead and dry fit this panel into place to make sure I don't need to adjust anything else. So it looks like this hole lines up as well as this one over here. I'm going to take this other U bracket and put it down here in the bottom. Same as before, I'm going to slide this little T-shaped threaded stud in between the two layers of stainless and then pinch that bracket on using the nut and washer. And then line up the panel one more time to make sure we're still all lined up. There's just a single hole on the bottom side, whereas there's the ovular hole to give you some play. So when you go to screw it in, you're going to make sure you plant this screw first. If you'll notice, I hadn't snugged those nuts down with this wrench yet. Get it finger tight, make sure it lines up first, and then go ahead and snug it down. And then just as simple as it sounds, snug all those bolts down with the included wrench. Now I'm going to go ahead and screw this panel in place using the little black washers and the little back T20 screws. This was also as simple as it sounds, just a matter of screwing those nuts in until they're tight to the panel. Again, saving the ovular hole for last. Now, before you install these panels to the truck, they do come with this little lip. Two of mine came already on, two of them came separate in the box. These just slide right on the edge, nothing to it. And it's going to protect that lip, because this lip here is going to end up setting against the metal of the truck, and you don't want it to rub or vibrate. Just as before, you're going to put that little threaded stud in between the two layers of stainless, and then put the little bracket over top of it, pinching it to the truck with another nut and washer. Then line it up and put the screw through it. And if yours is like mine, you will have plenty of hardware left over, and that's totally normal. I made one last pass tightening in all those little individual torque screws. Now, even if you never use these as intended, I still like the look of them. I would still do it. That being said, they are extremely functional. I'll show you several different ways you can use this to your advantage to help you stay neat, clean, and organized. So I found these panels really serve three separate purposes. The first is the least. It's going to protect the inside of your truck. That's nice. The second, it makes it look better. I think it's a cool look. The third reason is for functionality. But I did wonder, how much weight is this Frunk going to handle? So I thought the best way to do it, let's try it. So I've got a Bowflex dumbbell that I can shift the weights on anywhere from, I want to say around 52.5 all the way down to 5 pounds. So I'm going to strap it to the Frunk, starting with the smallest, because there's no way it's lifting 52 pounds. And I'm going to build up and see where it goes. So through a sped up test, you can see I Velcro strapped this dumbbell to the trunk. Go ahead and put it down, and it pops right back up. 5 pounds, no problem. That was so easy, I'm going to jump to 10 pounds next. I strapped the 10-pound dumbbell to the Frunk the same way as before. Fingers crossed, here we go. For the moment of truth. 10 pounds, still no problem. Again, that seemed pretty easy, so I'm going to skip the 12.5 and go right to 15 pounds. Just as before, I strapped this dumbbell, this time 15 pounds, to the roof of the Frunk and put it down. It latches securely into place, and then I put it back up. Let's see if it lifts. And 15. I felt like I heard it struggling more, but it still worked. Try another one. We're up to 17.5 now. Test is getting a little tougher. Same as before, I Velcro strapped this to the roof. This one's getting a little bit harder, though, because the weight's getting heavier, and uh-oh. So at 17.5 pounds, it was actually too heavy to keep it open. Just strapping the weight alone brought it down. So I doubt it'll bring it back up, but let's see. It doesn't. It's stuck on the hinge. I'm going to try to help it a little bit now and see if that'll work. So it won't stay open nor lift itself with 17.5 pounds. So the amount of weight it can reasonably hold, I can accurately now tell you, is somewhere around 15 pounds. So there's a ton of different things you can get online that will help you mount things to your Molle panels. Several of them are really expensive, but I'm gonna give you just a few really simple ones that are very inexpensive and very practical. Starting with silicone wire ties. These are the best. You can maneuver these through the little squares of the Molle panels, and once you get them tight on something, you can always twist these like a zip tie, and it really snugs things in really nice, and it's just really limitless to the amount of things you can fasten using this. Next, I have these little bungee cord ball things. You can get these at any hardware store. I get mine from Home Depot. These are great because the little ball won't pull through the square of the Molle panel easily, and it's easy to kind of wrap around something. You tuck it back on itself, and it holds things really tight, really simply. Lastly, I got this little universal kit on Amazon of different things to attach to Molle panels. They all have little snaps on them, and there's just different ways they can slip through the little panels and fish tight. This one has a little circle. You can hang things like a T-handled screwdriver through. And this one here has like a little mountain climbing hook on them. But it also came with this little bag. This little bag has, again, little snaps on the back side that will snap in through 2 or 3 layers of those little squares. And you can store things inside of these. For example, I now have 4 of these that I keep at different spots in my truck. And I'll put things like ratchet straps in them. That way they're always available to me in the truck. And on this other one, I just keep some basic hand tools in. Very practical. Hope this video was a help to you. As always, subscribe to the channel and use my discount code CHARISMA to get the maximum discount code from anything in your cart when you purchase from Test Studio. See you next time.